Hello, Lebanon Baptist Association. This is Pastor David, your Lebanon Baptist Association mission strategist. I'm going to be doing over the next few weeks some short videos just outlining, if you will, or expressing the heart of the Lebanon Baptist Association as a whole. And so over the next few weeks, I'm going to be just doing some short videos giving a more detailed outline of hopefully of what God is leading the Lebanon Baptist Association to look like, or to do, if you will, in 2024. But before I go there, I just want to again take a moment to thank you for 2023. Now I know we're not done with 2023 yet, but I want to thank you for, one, your giving, supporting the Lebanon Baptist Association through your giving, whether it's just your monthly or quarterly giving that you send in each month or quarter, or how you do it. Thank you for that. I also want to thank you for your giving to the Associational Missions Emphasis Offering that we take up in the spring. And thank you for your giving for the Home Renovation Mission Project. Thank you again for giving financially to the LBA in those projects. I want to thank you for your prayers. I welcome your prayers as your mission strategist, but also thank you for your prayers for praying for one another. Prayer is essential, and I'm going to be talking about that, but prayer is essential. So I need your prayers, but we all need your prayers. And I pray for you guys. I pray for each church by name. I pray for pastors by name. The church I serve at, East End Baptist Church, each Sunday we mention a church and a pastor by name, and we pray for them. So thank you for doing, if maybe not in that same way, but thank you for what you're doing in praying for one another, praying for pastors, and again the different churches in the LBA. And I want to thank you again just for all that you have done, and especially when it came towards the Home Renovation Mission Project. Again, giving, prayers, but also in manpower. Churches, individuals gave towards the Home Renovation Project, but you gave so much of your time and effort when it came to that. So I do want to give a shout out to Pastor Bill, because he was the team leader in that, and he was the catalyst in that. So thank you, Pastor Bill, for taking that call that God put on your heart to make that project happen, taking that on, and in a sense, from that standpoint of encouraging, saying, hey, here's what we need, here's the people we need, here's the resources that we need. And you know what? God answered. God answered. God put the person that he needed to lead that, and he put the people in place to make that happen. So if you gave toward that as a church, if you participated actively with cleanup, installing, whatever you did, thank you for doing that. Just 2003 was a tremendous success in the Lebanon Baptist Association. And I want to say this when it comes to your giving. You know, we outlined a budget, and we had set aside $5,000 was set aside for the mission scholarship. So what we done with the Associational Missions Offering and the mission scholarships combined, if you will, we used all of that. $5,000 went to encouraging mission scholarships, and we also used a portion of the Lebanon Baptist Association Associational Missions Offering to sponsor a mission trip and give scholarships on that. So again, well over $5,000, I think, you know, maybe $3,000, so maybe $8,000 total with those three projects. Going to Belize, we sponsored, and I say we, the LBA sponsored, you know, I'm thinking 9 individuals that have gone or will be going. There's a team coming up in November that is giving scholarships to help support the Belize mission trip. So anyway, so thank you. And you ask, where do your dollars go? You know, when you give financially to the association, where do your dollars go? Well, that's a big part of it is mission scholarships or support mission trips. And that money was used for that, and we used, again, every bit of it for that. So thank you for that. So that's 2023. A lot of great things happened. Again, the Belize mission trip coming up right after Thanksgiving. There's 7 from the LBA that's going. We're going to pray for them, and I'm going to be telling you about that coming up and encourage you to pray for that team. So anyways, so 2024. Why 2024? Well, 2024, I would say, why support the Lebanon Baptist Association? When we get into 2024, why support the Lebanon Baptist Association when it comes to giving? Why support the Lebanon Baptist Association when it comes to victorious breakthrough praying, but being intentional about that? And why support the Lebanon Baptist Association with the different things that God has planned, that we believe that God may be leading us into in 2024? Well, simply stated this way: the vision. The vision that we have to have as an association, the vision that each church should have within themselves, and within the church itself, if you will, the members of that church. The vision has to be bigger than what we can do by ourselves. See, I'm a firm believer, and not just me. I think there's several as a firm believer that we need one another in the association. No matter what size church. You could be running 3,000 or you could be running 10. We have to have the mindset we need one another. Because I want to tell you, whether your church is running 3,000 or your church is running 10, there's value in every church. There's value in every church. And every church, no matter the size, is important to the Lebanon Baptist Association and is important to the vision that, and I believe God is giving us as an association, because the vision is 3.2 billion. That is the amount of individuals who are unreached to the gospel. 3.2 billion are lost. That has to be our vision. And so the vision has to be bigger than the community in which your church is. The vision has to be bigger than maybe you have for your church or the Lebanon Baptist Association. And the vision has to be bigger than we have as an association. Now, what I mean by that is the vision has to be bigger than the community in which we're at. And the vision has to be bigger than Southwest Virginia and even the state of Virginia. The vision that the Lebanon Baptist Association, in believing that we need one another, support one another, and strengthen one another, has to be 3.2 billion. That has to be the vision. And the Lebanon Baptist Association, if that is our vision, we're going to need one another. We're going to hopefully partner with one another. We're going to support one another, strengthen one another, and we're going to pray for one another and pray with one another. That is so. And when I say pray, I'm not just talking about getting together and praying. I'm talking about victorious breakthrough praying. That is what we want. We want victorious breakthrough praying to take place in our churches, to take place in the communities in which we live, take place in Southwest Virginia, but to take place in the world. In the world. Why support the Lebanon Baptist Association? Because the Lebanon Baptist Association is committed, and I don't like that word committed. So let me rephrase that. The Lebanon Baptist Association is surrendered to God and saying, God, yes. The answer is yes. That is, wherever and whatever you want us to do, wherever you have us to go and whatever you want us to do, the answer is yes to God from the Lebanon Baptist Association. So again, as we move into 2024, I'm going to be giving some more detailed things of what we believe and what I believe that God is going to lead us to do in 2024. And I'll be honest with you, I hope even the vision that I lay out for you, the detail, fails in comparison to what God's going to lead us to do. I'm hoping it just absolutely, I'm standing before you at the end of 2024 and confessing to you that the vision that I'm laying out for you now was way too small compared to what God had. So again, for God so loved the world, for God so loved the world, that has got to be the vision of the Lebanon Baptist Association. For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, that none should perish. For the Lebanon Baptist Association, the vision is that because of God's loving the world, we love the world, and we're willing to answer God's call wherever and whenever that he would lead us to go and do, that none should perish. That is the Lebanon Baptist Association's vision. So again, and I know I've repeated myself, in the next few weeks, I'm going to give you some detailed information on what 2024 looks like. But I'm being honest with you. I am praying, I'm absolutely praying that for you as your church in which you serve, but for us as an association as a whole, that in 2024, man, it is just, God just does exceedingly, abundantly more than all that we can think, ask, desire, or pray. So Lebanon Baptist Association, thank you. Thank you for what you've done in 2023, but thank you for what God is going to do through us in 2024. The heartbeat of the Lebanon Baptist Association is this, and you're going to hear me say it, you're going to hear me say it a lot, that the Lebanon Baptist Association, together, moving forward, seeking to expand God's kingdom boundaries through victorious breakthrough praying, stirring one another, supporting one another, and strengthening one another. Lebanon Baptist Association, I love each and every one of you. And again, thank you for what you've done. But thank you now for what God's going to do through us, 32 churches in this coming year and beyond. To you, love, prayers, and blessings to you, your family, and to the church in which you serve. To God be the glory. God bless.